Roger 30 is one of the many tourism entrepreneurs in Kenya who are adjusting to a new global economic order. The deteriorating debt crisis in the Eurozone and US is compelling local tour operators to look for clients from new markets.
We went into India 5 years ago with aggressive marketing strategies, sales calls, road shows, knocking on doors, because we identified India as a growing emerging market for Kenya. And as you are aware, there's been no recession in that market. So because the middle class has grown and because there's been a lot of money in that market, and as a result of aggressive marketing, appointing people to represent us in various states of India, that has finally paid up for us.
And it looks as though his efforts are paying off. Official figures for 2011 show surprising positive growth from all source markets, of which 85% had recovered fully by October this year. India replaced France to become the top 5 source markets in the month of June, and the Minister of Tourism, Najib Balala, believes that the trend is sustainable.
Other emerging markets that we have in the last 3 years, we have diversified to new markets and emerging economies. And that is the UAE, which has 46.8% growth, which is highly remarkable. Poland with 62.9%. You're aware that Poland economy is the strongest in the European Union, and it was not affected with the crisis, financial crisis of Europe. Russia, 46.6%. Czech Republic with 51.6%. Hungary with 42.1%. These actually confirm that the policy that we had 3 years ago of diversifying to send to the former Eastern Bloc and Russia has paid dividends.
Aside from the industry's efforts to diversify Kenya's market, the depreciation of the shilling has helped, making Kenya a more affordable destination.
We set out from a marketing perspective to grow our tourism numbers in terms of the arrivals and also in terms of revenue from 2 perspectives. One was the product diversification, the other one was market diversification. Now from market diversification, the growth driver in the last couple of months has mainly been the emerging markets of Asia, the Eastern Europe. We've also seen growth, strong growth from the regional markets and also from the neighboring countries. Indeed, just this month alone, we've seen a number of charters coming into this country, charters that never used to come before. We've seen also last month a charter service from Russia. We've seen some coming from Sweden. We're seeing some coming from Finland. We're also seeing two coming from the Czech Republic. And this is all because of the market diversification and the strategies we've put in place to grow the numbers from some of these countries.
A major challenge for the Kenyan tourism sector for 2012 is security concerns in the run-up to the country's national elections, heightened by low economic growth.
As tour operators, it is a challenge, and luckily with Thompson's, we're very lucky that we do sell the world. But just coming back to Africa, there is the Somali, obviously in Kenya, is a huge challenge, and it does affect business. What we then do, another of those areas is Egypt. Egypt has been very unstable, and we have seen a huge decline in business. We obviously then try and promote destinations that are still safe and are still happening as such. So we are lucky that we've got that switch in product. So with Egypt, we actually not advertising it at the moment because there is no demand for it. But there are so many other places to go to. So the Middle East is still selling, or you would go via Dubai onto another destinations. But it's very sad for places like Egypt and Kenya because it affects them hugely.
Along with security, poor road infrastructure is also seen as one of the impediments to Kenya tourism. This is a major concern in the Masai Mara region as well as the coastal city of Mombasa.
2012 concerns is two-pronged. One is internal, is the local politics, the inflations in the country, the cost of doing business, and the cost of goods and services. And you know why. The second one is the external shocks, which is the financial crisis in Europe. If the Eurozone will go to further recession, it will affect our source markets.
The The multi-million-dollar purchase earlier this year of the 9 Boeing 787 Dreamliners by KQ signals the opening of new non-stop routes to Asia and the US in the near future.
The airline is a sample of what we shall receive after just under 2 years, and we have every confidence that this will improve communication with other countries, will improve trade with other countries, particularly the United States of America, South America and other countries in North America, the Far East, and virtually everywhere else in the world.
Kenya is successfully building its brand as an attractive global tourist destination by diversifying its target groups of clientele. This is proving to be an effective way of overcoming the current challenges the sector faces for 2011, expected to be a good year for tourism in the country.